Hello, my beautiful people. I wanted to do a video outdoors, but I'm not feeling too well today. So um, these are all my thoughts and opinions based on public information out there. This is absolutely for entertainment purposes only. Please feel free to add information or fact check. Okay, let's start. I wanted to do this video, because there's a lot of information ongoing, but I want to concentrate on a few things. Oprah and Meghan. You know, it's so funny with Oprah. When she does these big shows about promote the people she wants to promote. John of God, he's wonderful. You buy his books, you do this, you do that. He's amazing. You have to watch him. The same thing with Harvey Weinstein. Oh, Will, I love you. Oh my God, he's such a God. Yet, when these people are proven to be crooks, rapists, what does she do? Silence. No going back. You know that Harvey Weinstein wanted her to interview him? And she says, I will only interview him if he tells me the whole truth. She never really publicly denounced him. She joined the Me Too movement, but never. It's like the same thing with Matt Lauer. You know, they couldn't believe it. They couldn't say anything bad. John of God, she kind of allowed other people to say things, but she has never come up and owned that she backed criminals. Her school in South Africa, the same thing. Oh, it's a big bang. Remember how she advertised it and everything? And yet, when the big scandals with the girls was happening, she was upset that other people were reporting on it. And Oprah is so arrogant because fame has gone to her head that she thinks she's God and that God can't be wrong. And if you dare point the finger and say that the king is naked, or or that God is wrong, God forbid. So now she's backing Meghan. She's backing a very bad horse, and she's beating a dead horse on top of that. Not because she believes in Meghan, but because for her to admit that she made a mistake and she looks stupid is worse than withdrawing her support for Meghan and Harry. Now, we're dealing with people who are absolute psychopath, arrogant people. Oprah, when she did those shows about, oh, I'm giving you cars, it wasn't about being generous. It was about, I am so great. It was buying people's affections. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making myself clear, but that's really what it was all about. It's incredible what arrogance can do to an idiot. Now, Meghan and Harry went to play polo, and he pledged $1.5 million of the proceeds of a non-written book. If we are to go by the fact that he got in advance, why not donate the money from his advance? Why not donate? If all the money is going to go to charity and he got in advance, why not give that money right away? Why? Because he hasn't gotten that much money in advance. And this is a way for people to think, I'm going to buy the book, because if I buy the book, that money is going to go to Centevale, which it will never go to Centevale. So this is another marketing trick from people who are disgusting. Now, Harry flew private jet. In the past, he has claimed that for security reasons, he was flying his wife because he's attempts on life. People fly in planes all the time, and they have very good security checks. He has lectured us on the environment and condemned us on the environment. I find the Afghanistan thing particularly offensive because Harry was not, and people keep going on about that, how he did 2 tours in Afghanistan. No, he was a toy soldier. That was a PR exercise to improve his image because he was a nightmare with Buckingham Palace. They were trying to clean his image. They knew there were a lot of things ongoing with Harry, and they were worried that that once exposed, he was gonna be done for. So they sent him to Afghanistan heavily bodyguarded by a regiment of Gurkhas and soldiers plus his bodyguards. He never left the bunker, and he only went in a couple of Apache missions. And Apache is a very, very safe helicopter, and he only went there when they were absolutely sure they were not going in anything dangerous. So when people tell me he bravely did 2 tours of Afghanistan, he didn't bravely do. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. My friend, her son was sent to secure in Afghanistan to secure the airport. He was already stationed there. They haven't heard back from him. I don't want to get into it because I'm going to start crying. These soldiers, these Marines, these kids really risk their lives. Not like Harry. They don't have a regiment of bodyguards, and doing, photo ops or PR interviews for him. These are like proper soldiers. They risk their lives to keep us safe, So for people to keep saying, oh, well, he earned his stripes because he did 2 tours in Afghanistan. No, he didn't do 2 tours. He was a toy soldier doing a PR stunt to improve his image. And for them to issue a statement, why? You know why they're issuing statements? Because they're still featured in the official website of the monarchy. And that website is only used for working members of the royal family. Harry and Meghan are not working members of the royal family, and nor do they live in England. Frogmore is not their official residence. Their official residence is the United States of America. So those 2 are fallacies, but the reason why they keep giving or issuing those things is because there is no clean break at all. I wanted to comment on something that's been really bothering me. A lot of people, or some people on YouTube, are comparing Princess Diana to Meghan Markle. Comparing Princess Diana to Meghan Markle is like comparing Grace Kelly to Tracy Lord, that porn actress. Absolutely nothing to do. The media wanted to know about Princess Diana. Nobody wants to know about Meghan Markle. Princess Diana, sometimes she would call in the paps because she knew that she much rather give she knew that she was being followed for real, not like Harry and Meghan Markle. So she made some connections with some of the paps, and she said, you know what, you might as well earn the money because you're going to be following me like crazy, which, as we all know, they did. And Princess Diana used the press for the better image to gather attention on her causes. So for Meghan Markle, she cannot pay enough money for them to follow her. Again, it's like comparing Grace Kelly, to Tracy Lords, that porn actress. Completely different. Also, if you are to compare anybody to Meghan Markle, it would be to Camilla, because they both have no morals. It's so funny that people go, oh, well, she's earned her stripes, and she's done good. This is a woman who had no morals, who had no qualms about being in bed with a married man, cheating on her husband, and they all knew about it, damaging and hurting a very young mother, in this case Princess Diana, to cause her more mental and emotional stress, just so she could justify screwing around with Prince Charles. They denigrated her, and her reputation so they could carry on being disgusting. So if there's anybody who Meghan Markle is very close to and it's like, is Camilla. The problem, and the same problem Camilla has as Meghan Markle, is that the press are not really interested in her. They don't follow her. If you look at Camilla, can run around naked, nobody will, the paps won't follow her. Nobody is interested in her. And it's the same thing with Meghan Markle. The only thing that's keeping her interesting is the fact that she keeps mouthing the royal family and the mess that they have made with the royal family. So they haven't donated the $3 million to the Elephant Foundation. That money is missing. They haven't, to date, presented the proper accounts of the Sussex royal closure, because as soon as they got the money from the royal transfer from the Royal Foundation, they changed its name and shut it down, and they haven't presented the correct accounts to the Treasury and the charities organization to disclose how they used that money. Now, Prince William raised 2.5 million pounds. That's almost like $3.5 million when he played polo that day. He raised that money. That money's already in the coffers. People, when Harry played in that polo crap that he played, everybody pledged. No money given. Even Harry's. You know, another thing that people are going around saying, oh, Meghan Markle has frozen Scooby. No, this is another saga that they're doing to keep the interest going. Oh, now she's frozen out omid Scooby. No, she hasn't. That's bullshit. She wrote a letter to the newspapers again saying, you know what these people are saying is wrong. Why, instead of writing letters to the newspapers, why don't they sue them? That letter should have been written to Omid and Caroline Durand, but of course she's never going to do that because Caroline Durand works for Oprah. So all of that saga, absolute BS. Absolute BS. So no, they haven't got a lot of money. They haven't got anything. These people are low-class hustlers. Complete hustlers. They don't have that much money. Netflix hasn't even given them $4 million. You know the 150 million thing? They haven't. So for people to keep going on about the 150 million, I don't know where they get that amount from. But I know I go back to this, but I just wanted to clarify that, another rumor that has been going on is that Princess Diana wanted to be the center of attention on her wedding day. First, she's the bride, and that she ordered her father not to wear a uniform. First of all, that's BS. Absolute bullshit. I don't know these people that are saying that because, in fact, the Buckingham Palace, they were concerned for her father's, for the Earl health, because he had 2 strokes. And they were concerned that he wouldn't be able to walk her down the aisle because he had really serious health problems and he could barely walk. In fact, Princess Diana, Lady Diana at the time, had to carry him the whole way through because he was leaning on her because it was actually quite hard for him to walk. So, and they told him, are you sure? And in fact, his son, the current Earl of, his son they were waiting in case anything happened. They were waiting that he would take over immediately to keep her walking up the aisle. And they never told him that he couldn't wear what to wear or what not to wear. He didn't want to wear the uniform because it was so uncomfortable and to walk because, so it was better for him to wear those clothes that he chose himself. So for some reason, some people are determined to equate Princess Diana to Meghan Markle when they should be equating her to Camilla because they both have no scruples. They both have no morals. It's very rich. I find it very rich that Camilla is talking about domestic abuse on the woman. What she and Prince Charles did to Princess Diana, that was abuse at its purest form. So if there's anybody who should be compared to, it would be Sarah, Duchess of York, and Meghan. Both of them are exactly the same, attention-seeking nobodies with no talent. That's actually better. What do you think? Sorry, I'm like this. It's just I'm a little bit upset about all of this. I'm upset about my friend's son. They don't know what's happened to him, and it's disgusting that Harry is issuing statements in Afghanistan. Such a coward. Very disappointing that the Queen is there, and Oprah enabling these people, because Oprah is gonna ride or die, but nobody's gonna tell her again that she was wrong. Remember that writer who duped her, and then she had to do a show to get him on air to admit that he lied to her? I mean, first of all, where is her investigation from her journalist? They don't investigate people. They don't verify that. So she's not going to go through that again after Meghan. Now, Michelle Obama, a lot of people are saying, oh, Michelle Obama gave a very interesting response. Michelle Obama is an idiot. Something is not right with that woman. I'm sorry, these are all my thoughts and opinions. For her to say a very ambivalent statement, I'm not surprised that Meghan Markle faced racism in the monarchy. Why? Did she experience any racism herself in the UK or within the monarchy at the highest rank? I don't think so. And for her to say that, instead of coming out and saying, you know what, I don't know what Meghan Markle experienced, but that wasn't my experience, and I'm actually black. Because Meghan Markle is not black. Her mother is half black. She has black heritage, but she's not black. She's a white woman. So Michelle Obama is a person who has no loyalty, who doesn't reciprocate the kindness shown to her by the royal family, the access she had to these people because they opened their homes. I mean, they even opened their own home. You see Duke of Cambridge with his son there, when they even woke him up or kept him from going to bed. So I find all these people are absolute hypocrites who don't care about anybody else and who would rather die than admit that they were wrong. Because what Oprah has done is enable abuse toward people, the royal family, and out of bitterness. This is a bitter, old woman who should be counting her lucky stars, who should be giving positive messages of how somebody like her from her beginnings rose to where she is in a racist country. If the country was truly racist, she would not be there where she is. But these are all my thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think?